All right, good morning and welcome again to Vacancy. Last week we were off air because it was Workers' Day. We had to give, we had to take a break. All right, but
workers.
I mean, we're working now.
We're also workers now.
We're working. All right. So, Workers' Day had come and gone, but May is the Workers' Month, and so we'd like to still just go through some things. And so, are the workers better treated now? Are workers' job more secure? Uh, the process of matching past government dignitaries or senior officials or on a parade ground at the stadium, what value does it add to the life of workers generally? So with me this morning is Ini and my co-anchor. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the show.
All right. So this March pass, it nearly reminds me of this North Korean leader standing and all the people marching past and reaffirming their alliance.
Yes.
So is it still? I don't see it happening in America.
I think it's still the colonial mentality. You know, like I always say that even within the workspace, I think that part of the problem that we have as Nigerians is that even a good 80 to 90% of our C-suite executives are still mentally colonized. And I think that that's what permeates across the labor market, and that's what you see with the March pass. So,
okay. It's still. I think it should be done away with. There's no need to have. You can celebrate in different ways.
But there's still so many things to be done away with.
Yes, lectures or some grants or something. But to have them come out and march and it's like secondary school.
On the day they are supposed to be resting, it's supposed to be their day. When they are supposed to be celebrated. But they are the ones celebrating. I don't understand.
What's that thing that they do in London? Sometimes one day is just labor. It was one day is
it's Labor Day now,
and
so it's. But you see, then that same day I was listening to a conversation on radio, and someone was saying that this issue of Labor Day, how are we supposed to celebrate it? Is everybody supposed to shut down everything? And then of course the issue of people on essential services and all of that. People have to be at the radio station, and people have to be at the hospitals. People have to be at the state police station and all of that. But I guess there will always be a way to be able to celebrate workers, and that's one of the things.
But the celebration of workers, really, it's about getting their salaries paid on time, getting their pensions secure, work environment, the better place. So unless all of those are ensured and secure, so it is just because it's the same speech that they give every year. Either the governor or the minister or the commissioner will come and give that statement.
That's it, and that's the colonial mentality. So we have to keep it like that. Nothing has changed. So the welfare of workers. I keep saying that the only thing that if we're talking about changing the May Day, let's even start from, if we start working from now and say before the end of April 2019, we're going to tackle the issue of looking through our labor laws again and trying to even understand what changes can be done. Can a committee be put together to look through our labor laws and begin to come up with something new to celebrate workers?
So so please, to all those who are in the position of authority, especially those in NLC, please find out the purpose of the March pass and see how relevant it still is. If it's still relevant, that is, so that we can let's go past it. Instead of get people coming out to march, instead organize a fair. Organize a fair that people can come and exhibit all the stuff, so you can say, okay, these are the things that people do. This is what workers are known for. And then let's know the value proposition of all these workers instead of getting them to come out to come and march past one place and salute like secondary school students during inter-sport.
And then I think it's even to interrogate what was the essence of the Labor Day or May Day, Workers' Day. What was the essence of it? Why was it institutionalized in the first place? Are we still keeping to the ideals? Should the ideals change? What should be new? Even if we still celebrate workers on May 1st, what If the ideals are no longer relevant, can we tweak the ideals and begin to think about what else can be done?
On Mother's Day, all mothers,
all
mothers will come out and march.
And march
and march and salute the men and like, thank you.
Thank you for making us mothers. Oh God. In fact, that would be something else. Because that's what it is. Because
they are the ones that are really laborers. So they go to labor rooms. So the labor day should actually have money.
Oh, we should come and march. Or we should be celebrating.
And then the men will stand and you'll be going like, all right. Okay, so that please, I would like you to call in and let us know what's your take on the Workers' Day. And let us know if you think it should still hold and the purpose or maybe the dynamics of it really, if it still should hold. Anyway, our discussion today is different. Our discussion today is on sexual harassment in the workplace. Sexual harassment in civil service, sexual harassment in the banking sector, sexual harassment in entertainment, which is the sector that I'm in. Sex for marks in education. Some teachers will want you to sleep with them so you can get good grades. And some of them, it's not even about grades. The teacher just likes you and says if you don't... and it happens both ways.
I think it's still about the subjugation. So I have a younger brother. It's just a subjugation of young girls and exploitation. Really, that's what it is. Because whether you like it or not, sexual harassment, whether it is to a female or to a male, because let's not mix it up. Yes, the incidences are a lot with women or girls, but men are also sexually harassed in cases. But of course, the way it is.
There's a song by Simi where the soldier was trying to... And she said no, and the soldier was harassing her and all those things. So the sexual harassment happens different ways. We have, because it's a male-dominated society that we're in, so you have, and then economic hardship also drives a lot of women to the point where those sexual harassment are now taken as opportunities.
But in instances where it is not economic, in instances where it is you find yourself in a vulnerable situation. So I'm a young girl, I've been in school, I want to graduate, and you that you are supposed to look out for me, you are supposed to be the one that is supposed to be a model for me. You are the one now harassing me. So I'm at a vulnerable place. So what do I do?
Okay. When we come back, we'll be talking about it a lot more. All right, welcome back. We're still on Vacancy, and with me is still Ini here. So, by the way, so that you don't think that this issue of sexual harassment is only in civil service, like I said, banking, entertainment, education sector. Ushers that work at events, girls who come to help the event go properly, they actually get harassed.
Seriously, and I think that for most people, most violators, I want to use that word for them, most men who are into things like this.
Because it's mostly men that actually do it. Yeah, sure.
So they go to these events and they know. So most of them actually invite the girls to their rooms. And you know, it's a matter of, please, can you carry these things and follow me? And I've seen it. I've seen it too many times. And I'm trying to use my eye to speak to the girl. Now, mind you, most of these girls already see it as an opportunity to be seen. For them, they will even do selfie. To be seen, you know, escorting this big man, if you will. And so the issues are so varied.
Now, talking about the selfie, I have a friend whose daughter took a picture in a bathroom. And she figured that bathroom would be a bathroom to a special room in a hotel because the finishing and everything. So she asked her, how did you get into that? She said, oh no, when we went to work as ushers and so they kept us in. They said, which kind of room did they keep you? Because if you're getting ushers for a job, you can't get that kind of expensive room for them. And so if they got you that kind of room, I want to see what the room is like. So which hotel? The man went there and told them, I'd like to take your room, but I want to see the room that has this so and so and so. So it's a room of 105,000 naira a night. You can't have put ushers
without a plan.
In that kind of room.
Room without a plan.
What it means is that most girls, most of them who go into those places and take selfies, take it, and then other girls are looking at it like
and seeing,
it's a goal.
It's a goal to achieve. It's an opportunity. So for them, once they find out that opportunity, they want to do it. Most of this
goals.
You know, those goals that annoy me, because you don't even know what you're goaling. You know, what exactly is the goal? So I think that, you know, the sexual harassment issue, it's a big issue in the workplace.
Okay.
A lot of people are being taken advantage of because of that. Some are being asked to do a lot of things that they don't want to do, but are forced to do.
Our viewers can call us. So our viewers can call us on the number.
Yes, please. You can call us on 070 50791615. 070 50791615.
Okay, so that's the number to join the conversation. And so we're talking about, even in churches, I've heard of that kind of thing. They said, because if you work in a church and the pastor makes a pass at you, it's also sexual harassment.
It is sexual harassment. There's no other name for it. But in case some people will think that, okay, it's anointing that wants to be passed. It is sexual harassment. When you are being requested to give sexual favors for whatever reason, to maintain a position, to keep a job, to be promoted, so that you're not transferred to some ridiculous place. It is sexual harassment.
The reason for this issue really is that a friend of mine called me, and while we're discussing this topic, a friend of mine called me while I was in London, and his complaint is that his wife, an AOB, ABO, assistant banking officer, has been posted to Kano from Lagos because she refused to
sexual
advances of a GM. And the fact is that she's married in the first place. Even if she were not married, if she says no, it is no.
But the truth of the matter, Ali, is that these things happen every day. These things happen every day, and that's supposed to be a staff of the bank. So so think about the contract staff of the bank. Think about those staff that are sent into the bulk counting room, for example, who are contract staff. Think about them. Those ones are easy pick. Those are people that can easily be picked
we have Adams from Borno State, please.
Imagine our youth on the benches ahead of them. So that's why I wrote my interest.
Okay.
Hello?
So hello. So we're talking about sexual harassment. Yeah, hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, hello. We're talking about sexual harassment in the workplace. All right.
But we actually heard him.
Yes, but you know, true. Thank you for calling. In the civil service, it happens because promotion is based on it. You could be unemployed immediately because they'll find a reason and put a query in your file.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't want to be posted to places that
are outlandish, for example, out of your base. But in this case, where a woman is married, and then of course you know she's married. Now, all sorts of terms can be spoken into. Oh, she knew the job she was taking is essential service. There's a requirement for her to be posted to Kano. But the truth of the matter is, will she be able to come out in open and say, I'm being harassed. That's why I'm being posted. So the problem, again, like I said, there's no reprieve for some of these things.
Okay.
You say it, and then of course, perhaps you, at the end of the day, lose that job. No other employer wants to touch you because they say, oh, this person is a trouble person.
There's a Okechukwu from Imo State. Okechukwu. Hello, Okechukwu.
Hello?
Okay, yeah. You're on vacancy, so let's hear your take. Yes, we're talking about sexual harassment.
Hello?
Yeah, we're with you.
Hello?
We're with you, Okechukwu.
So what I'm saying, about women being get to the office and to get I'm looking for get a job from
get him?
I didn't. No.
Director, the director, did you get him? Well, hello?
Well, we didn't get that.
No, I think. Yes.
Yes, I said I'm like, the spirit of wicked being naked for the office and look for work. That if a man is president for them want to go to hotel and pay for them to stay before you get that job. That man, I don't think that the man said anything, but what is what the woman thing.
Okay, so I get what he's saying. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
I don't think that that's the issue. So he's saying that you see some women almost naked and come to work, and then a man wants to pay for a hotel to sleep with them before he gives them a job, and they start complaining. I don't think that that's the issue. That's totally that's totally not related in any way.
How a woman dresses should not should not be a reason for you to
want to sleep with her or to rape her or to force her. If no is no, if a woman has not given you what's the acceptance, the go ahead, then there's no point for you to want to force yourself. That's not the issue we are. The conversation we're having.
But that has to also be said that some women dress provocatively.
I have always been, I mean, for people who follow me on social media or anything, and for people who've known me for the past 30 years, I've been an advocate of decency, modesty in dressing. Because even whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim, I say that if we look back in the Bible times, the women of the Bible times they used to wear turtleneck.
Except Jezebel.
Except Jezebel. And of course, that's why she was Jezebel anyways. You know, but these days it is acceptable. Even in church, you see people practically, as far as I'm concerned, naked. And some of these things are, whether we like it or not, unacceptable in modern societies. But that's not to say that you don't have a right to dress the way you want to dress. Sure. Human rights says you can dress the way you want to dress. But of course, there's also an axiom that says you will be addressed the way you are dressed. So I think that we also need to you can't be going to look for work and your boobs and everything are all out, or you're wearing see-through things. Of course, already in the first instance, you're showing to yourself that there's something else that you're placing on the table.
We have another caller from Benin. Promise. Hello, Promise.
Hello.
Okay, hello, Promise. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. See, so that issue of a lady gets naked, that is what is attracting the men to them. I don't really believe in that.
Yeah.
What I believe in is, if a man asks you to bed, like you want to have sex with you, if you refuse, if you say no, your no is no. After all, you are a woman of yourself, and you have every right to yourself. Like for me, a man kind of wants in my body, because unless I give him that body, for me, I don't know for other women. So that issue of a lady girl who said that is not the guy going to her, like asking her to bed, I don't believe in that. Because it's the point. It's what the lady really wants. Maybe she wants it. If she don't want it, nothing. I don't think the man can force her into it. So it's a thing of if she has it, she really wants to do it. So that is one thing I believe in. Okay? So we should be careful in everything we do, because we own ourselves. We should be women of dignity.
All right,
we don't respect ourselves. Like a man say, I want you saying no or you saying yes.
Okay.
So it's an agreement. What I believe.
Okay.
And you are wearing a pint. Maybe you know that when you are putting on a trouser, so the man can just pull it up by having it, except you are doing it or want to do it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Promise. That's Promise from Benin. Thank you so much. We'll go on a break. When we come back, we'll be rounding up. All right, so the message that we're talking about today, sexual harassment in civil service, banking sector, in the military, sex for marks in education, ushers and people who work in consumer service areas. Receptionists, a lot of receptionists get harassed.
Of course.
Because it's a male-dominated society, things like this are expected.
Receptionists, have you ever thought about
could nurses be harassed?
Hostesses, the ladies.
No, air hostesses.
Yeah, Ali. You know, that's what I'm saying. That it
those air hostesses that don't smile to anybody.
Ah, please. You've not been on a plane where a hostess slapped a passenger because she was passing, the guy squeezed her butt and she turned.
Was it on the menu? Was the butt?
No, it's not funny. But the truth of the matter is, with sexual harassment, I think we give a lot of slack to men. Men, please listen. You are not toys. You are not dolls. You are not babies. There's something called self-control. A man who is a real man has self-control and respects himself. If a woman doesn't want, she doesn't want. You can't. Once you force yourself on a woman, you are an animal. Or you grab a woman's butt, like I'm saying, she's passing and you grab her butt. What's wrong with you?
Let me see. When my visa to the US doesn't expire till 20 something. Trump did it now.
But that's what you can see.
But he became president.
No, but you can see at the end of the day, there's this late night show that I was watching the other day, and they were making fun of him when the lady called him on the phone. I'm like, darling, there's a storm coming. I know you don't believe in climate change, but there's a storm coming, darling. And that's it. A whole president of the United States of America turned into a ping pong because you can't control yourself. That's what happens when you can't control yourself. You become a ping pong because the girls of these days are getting smarter. Like the sex for Max. She will record you and your life is over. So I think that, we really need to, so this giving slack to men, cut it out. No more slack. You must control yourself. Right. Because sexual harassment might just end your career or end you in jail somehow. All
right. So today on Vacancy, we're talking about sexual harassment in the workspace. And because this program is about labor, workforce, and everybody who is employed and employers of labor, that's what we've been talking about. Sexual harassment, civil service, banking, entertainment, education sector, ushering, pastors even. Even nurses get sexually harassed by doctors, and it happens everywhere. It's how we should stop all of this, because it doesn't work well and it could just end your career. Thank you so much for listening, Ini.
Thank you very much, and hope to see you next week. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.